What is up, everybody? I'm No Lex Given, back with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I said that I wouldn't be putting out any more Battlegrounds videos this week, but I just had a lot of fun in the last video. So I'm going to hop into another game and play one more before I have to leave. And yeah, we'll see what we can do with quests. I thought yesterday's games were really exciting. I mean, maybe it was yesterday's video. Whenever my last Battlegrounds video came out, in both of those, we found the murder weapon using some interesting tricks. And I don't know, like, maybe finding the murder weapon is actually easier than I initially thought it was. But either way, we'll see what quests we find today and what rewards and what we're able to do with those things there too. So, Sire Denathrius, passive at the start of the game, choose one of two quests. Okay, well, I've got to double quest it. That's awesome. Passive after 14 friendly minions attack, the first minion you buy each turn is free. That's basically a quest as well, but I'm going to go for a double quest action here. I think that that's a lot of fun, and yeah, should be pretty sweet. So, I don't really know. I mean, like, do I want to pick, like, just two easy quests? Obviously, if I can get the quests to synergize with each other, or the rewards to synergize with each other, that's pretty fantastic. But I don't really know how to do that. Might just grab Mana Saber here for tempo. Trigger 4 Death Rattles or play 7 Battle Cries. The start of your turn, give a minion in your hand plus 12/12. When you buy a minion, give its stats to a random friendly minion. Wow, okay. Well, let's just go for the easier one, the tempo one, and the one that allows me to pick up the better character to start here regardless. We grab a banana. Okay, there's King Mukla. There we go. And I thought I loaded up the tracker here, but I do not see it. So I'll try closing some windows and maybe loading up that tracker again, because the first time did not take. We are actually going to lose this combat. I guess I should have used my big banana to grab the win. That's a little bit awkward, but what can you do? I'll look for more death rattles, but I think I always just tavern up here every single time. And, oh, I even ripped a big banana too. So that is pretty awkward that I didn't just use it for the Mana Saber. And now it's kind of like a guessing game. Like if my opponent... Well, my opponent also doesn't look like they leveled up. Alright, whatever. I'll use my bananas. Computer froze for a second for loading up the tracker, but that should pop up on the screen here now in just a moment. And yeah, my opponent did go for multiple characters. They also grabbed a Mana Saber, so I guess we just lose. I guess there's nothing I can really do about that. Yeah, they put all of their bananas on their own Mana Saber and just picked up a Scavenging Hyena. People want to play for the tempo in the questing meta. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. This turn I only get to purchase purchase one thing, really. So it's probably just like sell off the Sun Bacon Relaxer. And then probably just buy the Thorn Collar so that I can grab Red Hand quickly. And then maybe I lock onto Tough Tusk here. So that way Tough Tusk, I can start to give that plus 12/12. Seems like a fine use of my turn.
Watch out! I'm beacon. I'm in the tracks.
And let's just use my bananas for now, and then, yeah, like I said, lock onto the Tough Tusk. So next turn I'll buy Tough Tusk, keep that in my hand. Also, we're going to get another quest.
Good battle, friend.
The turn we complete our first one. So, yeah, we're definitely completing our quest here. Definitely losing this combat. We've lost most of our combat so far, despite taking the pup. So that is a little bit awkward, but hopefully this red hand can do a little something for us. Sorry, Siri's going off here. So now we get a new one. End your turn with unspent gold twice. Ooh, at the start of your turn, gain 1 gold. That's really cool. Avenge, give a minion in your hand plus 3 attack. That's also kind of cool. I feel like this one's actually somewhat doable. Yeah. Let's do it like this. Watch this. Let's just sell off the Patient Scout immediately. And sure, I'll grab the Blood Gem. Maybe should have taken the Beast. And then I'm going to put Tough Tusk in my hand to give that plus 12. So that's a good way to end the turn with an extra gold. I only have to do that one more time. I should be using all these Blood Gems, though. I'm going to get more Blood Gems from Thorn Callers soon enough. So let's just spend them, you know? Try to get a little bit more strength on the board. Maybe I shouldn't have given this any stats, because next turn what I'd really like to do is level and purchase something. I think what now I'm going to wind up doing is just buying 2 things next turn, and then that will give me the Hidden Treasure Vault. Then I'll be double questing. Got the Vault in one hand, and my other hand's red.
Have a good battle, friend.
So, I mean, I don't know. Seems cool to me. This will be activating, and it looks like we are actually going to be able to trade this turn, too. Oh no, we still lose to the Micro Mummy, losing every single combat. So awkward. But I think that's really going to start to turn around here, now that we will finally get to make use of the red hand. So I'm going to play Tough Tusk as a 17-15, and then I'm just going to hold on to something else here. But this is way too good not to play. I grab a big banana. I actually kind of don't love any of this stuff. So I could just cycle out of the busker. The problem is that I'm not red-handing. I do think I really want to red-hand. So I'm going to roll after grabbing that. Alright, I find another Tough Tusk. It's hard to use the Tough Tusk and the... Sorry, I forget what I was actually going to say, to be totally honest. Oh, it's hard to hire an investigator here and end my turn with unspent gold. I think that's all I meant to say. Cogwork Copter also works good with red hand, so I think we're going to be locking this shop. But I don't think I'm going to be ending this turn with unspent gold. I think I'm just going to do this. I'll throw a big banana here. And then I think I'm going to look to, like, pick up these cards in some combination. How big is a 20-18 Divine Shield? Well, it's huge if it could attack into my opponent's Thorn Captain. I think it's still pretty big, even if we don't get that immediate Divine Shield value. I think this is going to be nice for me. Now, awkwardly, neither of my Thorn Callers died here. So, might like to start giving some Thorn Callers taunt. Maybe I will sell off of some of these other characters. And I'm probably going to try to activate the Vault this turn. I would like to find something good for Cogwork Copter to land on. But maybe I could just hang on to this Tough Tusk for a little bit. Buy this, level. This costs 2 gold to buy and sell, which actually means I wind up spending all of my gold exactly. So I don't actually love that. I think I'll pick up Cogwork Copter, level, and roll. Okay, and we didn't find anything with Divine Shield. So it's probably good. I think I will just play this Tough Tusk. Hope that these Thorn Callers can die. Maybe I'll put them, like, over here or something. Can't really come up with a great reason not to big banana here. So the Tough Tusks are good, but I'd rather actually just keep putting plus 15 on a character that actually has Divine Shield. And I'll look for other characters with Divine Shield in the future because the Tough Tusks are still gonna blood gem them each turn. That's not like fantastic. I did think about picking up the Selfless Spirit, but wasn't super excited by that either. But now here's the nice thing. I'm double quested. I've got my treasure, I've got my hand, and I feel like this is good for me. But we'll see how far we are actually able to take this. We are going to get double blood gems this turn, so that's nice. And I guess some gem splitters would be good with the other Divine Shield interactions that we're currently working with. And I definitely want to keep something in my hand every turn, because I get to give it like plus 18 every turn. Murlocs are a tribe, so I'm definitely going to want to look for a Baskill as well.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Gunpowder Courier is kind of cool with the Treasure Vault. Wait, I'm going to get more and more gold. I really just need to not die then, right? Maybe I should put this in. Let's look for more Divine Shield characters. Yeah, I think so. I kind of want to just like make sure my Thorncallers die. Pump up both of these things, grab an Annoyatron, and then I could sell out of a Geomancer to level up. That feels like pretty decent value. Other option would be sell off the Geomancer so that I can potentially roll for like the Blood Gem Quillbore. But the sooner I find Darkrai, the better this is for me too. So I think I'm just going to level up and look for Darkrai, which I saw this interaction from a Dog video, so it won't interact with Red Hand, and it won't interact with Hidden Treasure Vault either, in that we won't get double the gold, but what we will actually double with doubling our end of turn effects is even better. We double the upgrade each turn, which happens at the end of each turn. That's an end of turn trigger. It's kind of obtuse, doesn't really say it on the Hidden Treasure Vault, but I believe it still works. So that's something I'm definitely interested in trying out myself. That seems really, really powerful. Go here. Never mind. You're just dead. So we only got to give this plus 17, plus 17. What do they get? Start of combat, make your left and rightmost minions golden. I only got one blood gem as well, so that's also a little bit awkward. But we're going to be plenty powerful here with another red hand.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I also just get to triple a Tough Tusk here, which seems fantastic. So I will take that.
Exactly what you
I could sell off Mana Saber, grab a level 6 character. I think this seems fine.
And I'll catch you next.
I think I like this. This is just a really fun character to work with if we find a scrapper, which I'm going to be rolling for. Basically, I mean, I just think it's one of the most fun comps in the game. So I think I'm going to go for this, and then I'm actually just going to throw down the Annoyatron, give this guy Divine Shield. Now I don't even need these Thorncallers because this has permanent Divine Shield, and I'm fine to just let the Beatboxer soak up a nice little plus 15 each turn. So all of this seems pretty good. I'll throw a banana here. And I'm playing 2 characters down, but I still feel quite strong right now. Now I can roll for Darkrai, as well as rolling for Utility Drone. I don't really think I care about these Divine Shield Matters things, though they are fine because they have Divine Shield. So maybe. We shall see, we shall see. This is a huge Blade Collector. The blood gems are going ham. We've got a big brand as well. Take that from the Divine Shield. And it's going to be Tough Tusk versus the World here. We get to do a pretty good job. We take a little bit of damage, though, still, regardless. We take 8, drop down to 18. Still above the damage cap. And we've very aggressively leveled as well.
It's really raging out there.
Sure, yeah, I'll take this triple. Seems good to me.
That one might make all the difference.
Avenge Blood Gem on all your Quilboar. I think I'd rather just go for a Blood Gem on all of my minions, considering I'm just kind of playing Divine Shield matters here. Anoyotron is reasonable. I wonder if this is what I wind up keeping in hand this turn, so that way I can get the Beatboxer out there for a 2025. I think so. Then I'm gonna roll. Haven't found any magnets. Can't make use of the Lookout. I'd love to pump up my Blood Gems too. Now I do find Utility Drone, and while I don't currently have any magnets on anything, I do still think this is going to be reasonable for me eventually with the Beatboxer that we have.
That's quite the army you're building, friend.
I'll just play the 6/7. One free roll. Not going to do anything with that. Cyborg Drake could have been okay here, but
Have a good battle, friend.
really would like to find some scrap to start making use of the Beatboxer. Probably going to get rid of Charlie before too long here. We do take out the Venomous and almost kill the Tidewalker, but not quite. Seems good to me. Dealing some nice damage here to the lobby leader. Almost a tie, actually. But it is indeed a win. Again, Drakari Enchanter, probably the best thing that we can find that makes this comp go absolutely crazy.
Your minions really
That's
pulled
kind of
their
what I've been
weight.
playing for too. Though, like I said too, Baskill is pretty good with the hand. So that's something I might also want to consider. We'll definitely take the Anoyo module. Don't think I need that. I don't know, maybe I could have. Just like hung on to it for a while. Alright, now I can triple the Anoyotron. That seems pretty good for me too. Just to potentially find another polarizing Beatboxer here.
Exactly what you were
As well as
looking for.
playing a huge Anoyotron from that.
Make all the difference.
Not fantastic, actually. Probably gonna get rid of this Thorn Caller. Just take this. I could take this. Yeah, that's a lot of stats.
For justice.
I would love to find a Deflectobot now as well. Oh, there's one. Can't quite get it here. Let's just lock. This is so much stats. I have to cast these things. Means that I don't make use of the red hand, but now I'm going to pick up a Deflectobot and red hand that for a little bit, and I think that's going to give me a lot of scaling into the late game that will set me up pretty nicely. So that's the plan here. Here's the Drakari Enchanter. The end of your turn, sure. That's the thing is, like, while Drakari Enchanter is good with this, and I'm playing some other cards that are also good with Drakari Enchanter, this kind of, I mean, and I just think that mechs are, like, super powerful regardless. This is just going to get nuts, even if I don't want it to.
You're
So I don't really have to make it even more nuts. Let's grab one of those for sure. Don't really need this. Yeah, here's Baskill plus Scourfin. Don't even think I need the Scourfin, but I do think picking up a Baskill is probably fine. And then I'm just going to level up. That'll let me maybe find more beatboxers. I would have really liked to have found Scrappy Scraper. Scrap Scraper here, but yeah, ultimately I think that this is still good, and I do believe that the way that this works is all of these things will pump up the Deflectobot even if I summon it from the Baskill. And then it'll still obviously get the red hand, but right now it's getting plus 17 each turn. That's pretty decent scaling. I'll look to find just another Deflectobot as well, so that we can get all of these things in. Charlie's definitely the next thing up to get cut, as well as probably the Cogwork Copter in favor of some more high-level mechs. Tough Tusk, I don't know. It's still really big, but the crazy thing about quest lobbies is things just a whole nother level, and stuff gets really, really crazy. So just having like a bunch of 50-50 Divine Shield characters might not cut it in the end game here. We'll see how far we can get this one to go. But definitely Cogwork Copter and Charlie can hit the bench pretty soon here. So yeah, as we see, this Deflectobot actually just pumped itself, which is pretty hilarious. Beautiful, and this is, of course, a kill onto this Gold Stealer here. All the treasure is for me. Boom. So this might move us into the top 4 now. By the way, I do think, I mean, I don't know how busy I'm going to be while I'm away, but I'll potentially be playing some Battlegrounds. This is, we're doing some crazy stuff here. So, yeah, there's definitely a chance that I will want to continue to play more Battlegrounds next week. Just seeing a bunch of Cogwork Copters. Don't really care about any of this stuff. All right, here's another utility drone. I think that's probably better than Charlie, just by a little bit. Another Baskill is good in terms of like my ability to control all the Baskills in the lobby. Baskill can also be a combo with Deflectobot if it summons a mech. Sure. Don't see any other mech here that are super interesting. Walking Fort is fine, but I can do better. I'm going to sell out of Charlie here too. Harvest Golem, I think I can do better than that and potentially get rid of this Copter. So now I can either buy a Noyatron or Deflecting Menace. Or Replicating Menace. But I think I sell out of this, buy one of these two.
If it ain't broke, still fix it.
And I think I'm just going to buy the Noyatron. So now what will happen is this first Baskill will hit on Deflectobot. Oh, I'll lock onto this Replicating Menace though too to put that on like the utility drone or something plus the beatboxer. And it's never bad, you know, maybe I should have just bought the scrap because it's never bad to make more scrap or to put plus 12 on the scrap because then I get double value out of it because I get to put it on the polarizing beatboxer as well. We're doing just like fairly vanilla stuff here, but we're so strong so early that we are still kind of crushing it. This Charlie is still big though, but so is the rest of my crew. I think we're gonna grab a win here and a kill onto this Patches. So now I'm definitely in the top 4. We get to hit them for 14. forge our own way into the top 4, potentially even the top 3 here. Oh, and we're the lobby leader. We're at 18 health. And we have not lost health in a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Wow, that went on the Deflectobot. That's great for me. I'll pick up the Replicating Menace. I've got so much gold that I can afford to make some bad purchases here as well. Ooh, we get the Baskill triple. So that's really interesting. I'm going to play it. I'm going to look for a second Beatboxer. But we actually need some other things to die before we get this in here. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, give it +2/+2 permanently. Is it too late to try to do this stuff? Probably. So let's just grab the Beatboxer. Let's put this first. Let's even just put Utility Drone first, so that way we always summon 2 things with Baskill. And I'll throw this down and then roll for one more piece of scrap here. Awesome. Out of scrap. So, is this like fine here? Oh, that's not a magnet. Okay. This thing does not have microbots in it. I mean, realistically, I should put microbots into everything. So I'm going to put microbots here, which is going to mean Baskill runs out of room. But whatever. Whatever, dude. And then I'm just going to throw this here. It's tough now because everything has microbots. I just need one of my microbots cards to die before... So let's just put my smallest thing first. And then put this last. Alright, I think this is among the best sequencing I can come up with. But just being able to, like, poop out some free things. And actually, even if I run out of room for Baskill, the important thing is that I summon a 33-32 Deflectobot. I actually don't care if I summon an Annoyatron that just gives the Deflectobot Divine Shield. It's actually worse to have tripled my Baskill. So, whoops. Maybe I don't actually need to do that. And if I really want to, I can just, like, cut the Baskill. You know what? And I probably should have just put it first, just to grab the most value out of it as possible. Though, because everything has Taunt, it doesn't really matter, because all of these things are going to get attacked into first before I can make too much use out of this, really. 100. I am seeing some big numbers on these Magma Locks. So this could get scary. Baskill, what's that got in it? A big green counter. Yeah, this is a little bit spooky. I think I actually just lost this. And am I dead? I think so. I think by that thumbs up from my opponent, I'm dead. This is 26 damages. If 2 things can trade into a green counter, then, or the Magma Lock, then maybe I can survive. But no, I don't take out anything. So I take 18. Okay. Awkward. Oh well. 3rd place, still had some fun. Completed 2 quests, which that's a lot of fun for my 3rd game to be double questing. Definitely still have some room to grow, both as far as, like, recognizing what's going to be a powerful lobby winning comp. And then also, like, focusing on the early game tempo of all of that. But had some fun and did some powerful stuff here for today and for this week. For real this time. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Lex Given. Peace.